What's going on? Ryan Troy back with another video for you today, and in this video I'll be going over the FTZ Adapter rumor, the 40mm f2, and Nikon Report 2021 just came out. Now let's start with the Nikon Report. Okay, now Nikon Rumors released this and I went through some of it. Didn't really go through all of it, but I was looking for certain things, and one thing stuck out to me. And they spoke about how they came out with, the cameras that they did, like the Nikon ZFC. But one thing really stuck out to me, and what it does is it makes me think of how Nikon views certain things. Now, they said that they brought out video capabilities and cameras to make the young people happy. Now, that's something that's really, really strong to me, because if you already know, when I speak about how I want a cinema camera or things like that from Nikon, it speaks to me, because if they think that we need these video capabilities because we're young, I think their head is in the wrong place. Now, I'm not sure about you, but as a photographer, I would say probably about 7 years ago, not even that long, but it was time where you could just be a photographer and that'll be what it is. But now when you have certain jobs, like certain wedding jobs even, they want you to be able to do both. So I stepped into photography knowing more about photography, not more about video, and then I was on the Nikon side. Now let me make sure I make this part really, really clear. Now, Nikon's camera right now, as far as video, is the biggest leap they have taken so far. And let me explain what I mean by that. Canon video, it's been good for years. It's been really good for years. Sony, come on, like that's not even worth talking about. We already know that they do really good in the video department. But Nikon video, when it came to autofocusing and the camera that you would only want just for video, I could not recommend that. Canon literally has cinema cameras. Sony now has cinema cameras. So the leap that Nikon took, especially with their mirrorless line, the way it autofocus, I feel confident in using my Nikon right now as the camera that I do video with. So if Nikon is looking at video features as a way to attract young people, I think that's just totally wrong. We need video at this point now. We need hybrid cameras that do good video and have good video functions, just because that's where it is going with work nowadays. So if you're trying to go after young customers and you thought probably the Nikon ZFC will be the ones that do it, the Nikon ZFC I've seen personally attract more older photographers than younger photographers, just because of that nostalgic vibe that it gave people that had cameras like Nikon FMs and stuff like that. So that's not the way to get the young clients thinking that video is going to do it. You need to focus on video, because that's just what we need right now. We're in 2021. We need video and we need photography in order to maintain our status and get our customers up. So that was one thing I pulled out of that, and it was this other thing as well. Now, they also said that they would drastically revise their sales strategy. Okay, now they said they would thoroughly reduce sales and marketing expenses by leveraging digital marketing. Now, if you know what that sounds like to me, what it sounds like is, well, before we even go into what it sounds like, once again, we are in 2021. What were you doing to market Nikon? That's what I want to know. If you weren't focusing on digital marketing, what was it that you were doing? Because we see Canon, we see Sony. It's like I'm beating a dead horse. We see them going all into digital marketing, YouTube, all of that. We see them focusing on creators and things like that. I want to know, for one, Nikon, what have you been doing this whole time? If you finally realize that you should start focusing on digital marketing, for one, yes, that will save you money. If you focusing on commercials and things like that, you're wasting money. Okay, you can save so much money by just sending me a product. Go ahead, send me a product and let me review it for you. You can save money. You don't even have to pay me anything, and I will gladly send it back. Not gladly, but I will send it back. So that's one thing they said that they would be doing. And one thing that is real strange to me is I see Nikon, like Nikon Europe and all of these, like Nikon Canada, I see them doing a lot of this already. I see them doing a lot of digital marketing and stuff like that, at least on YouTube when I look at it. But Nikon USA really isn't on the digital marketing. If I was to guess, and I could be wrong, but if I was to guess, I would say Nikon is doing so much better in other countries besides the United States of America. In my opinion, I think that in the US, Canon and Sony is really strong, and I'm not sure if they are as strong. Well, I'm pretty sure they're strong, but I'm just saying, I think Nikon is far behind in the US than it is in any other country. I have a lot of friends that shoot Nikon, bigger creators than I am in the US, and Nikon really don't send them that much. But we see, people like, let's say Matt Irwin, he's not in the US, but Nikon, I'm not sure which Nikon is in his country. But I see them send him stuff. Taylor Jackson, he's in Canada, they send him stuff. But a lot of the big Nikon people here in the US, if I'm wrong and you know of a creator that's like really huge in the US that Nikon USA sends them things, let me know. But I really don't see them sending them anything. So if I was to have Nikon focus on anything, if that's what you're trying to do, focus on Nikon US. This is like one of the biggest markets. No matter where you are with any product that you have, the US is always going to be a place that people try to push their products to. Even Viltrox is reaching out to so many creators in the US to review their products. You know what I mean? And that's one place that I think Nikon is lacking, is their Nikon USA department. Listen, I don't know who's in charge of that department, but you need to tell them they need to get on. And I know about this chip shortage. They keep talking about this chip shortage. A lot of my friends in the USA that they don't really have, Nikon USA don't really have the products when they do reach out to them about certain things. They may send you something that's like old, but not something that's about to come out, even if it's weird, it's strange. So that's one thing that with their digital marketing or whatever that they want to focus on now and save some dollars, which you should have been doing. We're not old school. I don't know if you're putting up billboards in certain places. We know who you are, Nikon. We know your name. We know exactly who you are. You don't need to put up Nikon billboards and anything like that. You need to look cool again. You wanted to appeal to the young crowd by focusing on video features. No, appeal to newer people by using their favorite influencers. That's what you need to do. Stop focusing on influencers that don't have much influence just because maybe back in the day they took good photos and things like that. I'm looking at your ambassador list, Nikon. I'm looking at it, and I don't see too many people on there that I feel have a lot of influence on people. Come on. Like at this point, you're doing it to yourself. So that's it for the Nikon report. Also, touch on this real briefly. Nikon rumors reported that the 40mm f/2 lens may be announced by next week. Now, we heard about this when we heard about the 28 f/2 lens and the Nikon ZFC. When it was rumored, we heard about these two lenses. Also, if I'm not mistaken, now I don't know when this lens will come out, but just know it is. We are about to get a 85 1.2 lens. Now, hopefully it will be this year. It's in the roadmap, but of course we are going to get the 40 2.0 lens real soon. So look out for an announcement on that next week. If it is, I'll make another video covering that. Let's get into this Nikon FTZ 2 news that we have coming on. Now, a couple weeks ago, maybe a month, not sure, me, Vahagan, and iFrames, or Frame Z, I'm sorry, his name's Frame Z, we had a talk. I will link it somewhere, but it's on all three of our channels. And on one of those, I don't think it was mine, I think it was on Vahagan's channel, if I'm not mistaken, I said that I think they should come out with a Nikon FTZ 2 that takes the screw drive lenses. And I feel like if they did that, it would be a success. Well, looks like that's the rumor now. It looks like the rumor is Nikon is going to be focusing on making a new FTZ adapter. Now, this source is very credible, being Nikon Rumors. Come on, if you don't follow Nikon Rumors, as always, go ahead on, follow Nikon Rumors ASAP. So it will be something great if we get something like that, because all of the lenses that we're waiting for from Nikon don't seem to be coming out. And people have, like me, I have a 50 1.8D lens. Now, I will not be using that to replace my S50 for the Z mount. I got a 1.8. I will not be using that to replace that whatsoever, but I will use all of my other D lenses if this is a thing. And I know a lot of people complain about the way that the FTZ adapter is right now, as far as how it gets in the way of some of their tripods. So if you have that problem, hopefully not only will we get the screwdriver design, but we will also get a new redesigned mount. And when you look at the other mounts that they have that attaches different lens to it, it's pretty clear that you can make it really small, way smaller than you already have with the FTZ adapter. If you see the one that Matt Irwin showed on the Sony converter mount adapter, that's the word I'm looking for, adapter. So if you see that one is extremely thin. So it can be made. We can have a nice adapter that is made that isn't as big as it is. So you let me know in the comment section, what do you think about the Nikon FTZ adapter number 2? Do you think that we will get it? If we do, would you be excited? Also, I see a lot of people saying that when you buy a Nikon Z camera, they feel like the FTZ adapter should automatically be like bundled with it at no extra charge. Do you feel like that's a thing? I do think that should be good for people coming over. I really do, because I think that will help them instead of having to dish out that extra money just to be able to use their old lenses, because it's not our fault that Nikon is real slow with rolling their lenses out right now, especially if you invested into the system right now. It's not our fault. So I can understand what they come with that. So are you excited for this news? What do you think Nikon need to do to attract younger crowds? If they feel they need the younger crowd, I say they need the newer people. It doesn't matter what age you are. I think you just Nikon needs to focus on bringing new people here. Don't worry about young. If you want to focus on young, focus on popular influencers. Make people want to use Nikon cameras, okay? Please stop thinking that video features is going to bring young people here. Video features are going to bring all photographers here, because we are hybrid shooters now. We shoot photos and we are shooting videos for events, for all of our work now. So please do not think that is bringing young people here. I am not young. I'm not old, but I'm not young either. And yeah, so until the next video, peace. I will see you guys later. Also, if you're interested in this shirt, go ahead on, and it is down below in the description. I shoot NEF. I understand that guy shoots RAW, but the RAW that I shoot is the RAW from Nikon.